Anandram was not very sorry that nature did not spare him a son to continue the family, but only gave him a daughter. He thought that his daughter can be a son. Everyone has come to earth carrying their own destiny. He considered it a sin to discriminate between a boy and a girl. But only his wife Veena's dream of getting a son did not come true. So he started raising his daughter as a son from childhood. If that was the case, nothing would have been a problem. But he started spoiling his daughter with his excessive love. Because of this, she became grumpy and stubborn like her mother. Father Anandram always felt that due to this nature of his daughter, she would soon gain notoriety in the circle of her friends. Even though he told his wife about this so many times, it was like washing the tamarind in water. Anandram's suspicions were not unfounded. When Suma was studying in primary school, she used to fight in the children of that colony, and her parents started hearing disputes from the colony members. It was not in her nature to tolerate someone else sitting in her seat in the school bus. Most of the children tried to stay away from her. If anyone befriended her, their friendship was soon severe due to her harsh nature. But due to her father, she became quarrelsome with everyone. Many times teachers used to warn her, but even her teacher could not change her nature. As soon as she got admission in college, Suma started feeling inferior. She got 90% marks in the board exam, but there were many students in her class who excelled her. Some had scored more than 97%. Such students were quite smart and gifted and social. Those boys and girls used to be natural and friendly with everyone without discriminating. Suma was very upset because of this. In the first week after starting college, when some boys tried to get close to Suma on some pretext, Suma reprimanded them and drove them away. She also threatened to file a complaint accusing them of ragging. Fearing that their future would be dark if she complained, they hesitated to approach her. Her classmates started calling her Grumpy Suma. Even after studying in college for 3 years, there was no change in her character. No one felt lucky to be friend with her. Keeping in mind her age, Anandram thought that Suma's marriage should be done as soon as possible. But only his wife Veena was standing in the way. In response to his insistence, Suma got an MBA and got a job as a finance executive in a multinational company. As soon as she started working in the company, she felt the need to change her personality. Teamwork was more important here. There was no way to work because she was sitting with a puffed up face without talking. Thus, Suma learned to smile and talk, but there was no change in her ego. Thus, colleagues and subordinates used to think that it was their wisdom to maintain sufficient distance from Suma. They were always aware of when the madam might cast a red eye on them. Suma's marriageable age was getting over. Anandram too lost his sleep thinking about his daughter. Whenever there was talk about marriage, mother and daughter put some condition and postponed the matter of marriage. When Suma turned 36 and her hair started turning grey, the mother and daughter agreed this time and Suma got married to Vijay, who was a mathematics teacher in a Kendriya Vidyalaya in Bangalore. Vijay lived in a government quarters with his widowed sister-in-law and brother's daughter. An incident occurred on the first night. Did you find time to leave your sister-in-law and come here? For this also have you taken the permission from her, or even that is pending? Hearing these words from Suma's mouth, Vijay's face immediately became furious. He wanted to hold her and slap her on the cheek, but he thought something and stopped himself. Are you not ashamed to say such nonsense? A sister-in-law who nurtured me like a mother since childhood. Such mean words about her. While he had yet to continue his speech. Yours is the same tune. I have had enough of hearing about your sister-in-law and her daughter from your mouth since our engagement. Suma said and rolled on the bed. Let alone uniting with her, Vijay did not even turn to look at her. He laid down on the nearby sofa. This hurt Suma's ego even more. At the time of engagement, Suma had promised to transfer herself from Hyderabad to Bangalore, and if that was not possible, she would resign from the company and join a new company in Bangalore. Vijay has a lot of friends in Bangalore. Suma's mother scared her by saying the above words and continued, You will be tired of offering hospitality to each one that comes home. Because of that, Suma urged Vijay to transfer his job to Hyderabad. But Vijay informed Suma that there were no such posts in Hyderabad, so it was not possible for him to become a teacher there. But Suma did not agree to that. So Vijay got angry because of her stubborn wit. When Vijay's sister-in-law went to inform Suma, Suma said, If you leave the husband, you can get hundreds of boys for second marriage. But a good paying multinational company job is not always available everywhere. Hearing her words, the sister-in-law was saddened and Vijay was bewildered and begged for silence. I think Vijay and his sister-in-law are having an illicit relationship. So only she is stopping Vijay from going to Hyderabad. Vijay doesn't seem so stubborn, said Suma's mom, planting a seed of doubt in her mind. Don't ruin your married life just on the basis of doubt, said Anandram. But she was not ready to listen. The intoxication of money and position had drawn a curtain over her sanity. She sent divorce notice to Vijay. As the divorce was amicable, Suma began to realize that her condition was like a kite that had lost its formula. Gradually, she started to feel that she was in a hurry to get a divorce because of her mother's pressure and because of her ego. Now, she felt that everyone was trying to exert power over her. When she got involved with Chandrasekhar, who was 2 years younger to her for her second marriage, the incomplete information about him became dangerous for her. Chandrasekhara attacked her on the first night despite her denial, causing her to stagger in pain. She bore this humiliation in silence. She made a bet in her heart that she would change his mind with her efforts. This time I will act with restraint, she said to herself. She decided in her heart that she would not be in a hurry to break up the relationship. Chandrasekhar had turned the house into a bar. Whenever he wanted, he kept putting one peg at a time. A week later, when he went to work, he had an argument with the manager. He was fired because of his rude behavior. Due to the global financial crisis, he could not find another job either. He sat at home and started enjoying his wife's money. Like last time, this time too, when mother advised her to get a divorce and get rid of Chandrasekhara, Suma suddenly got angry and said, "Mother, stop this stupidity of yours. What kind of heart is yours, mother? People try to understand and unite their daughter's broken home. Instead of uprooting the ego within me, you are feeding it. The effect is right before your eyes. I listened to you and broke up the first marriage that was going well. Are you going to break this marriage too? Now, if I had listened to my father in time, I would not have come to this miserable condition. I would have remained happily married with Vijay. Atonement for my mistake is that I must somehow get Chandrasekhar out of the way and not let this marriage break up for any reason. Now I don't need your bullshit advice. Don't come to me with such advice again, she said. Mother Veena was stunned to hear her daughter's words. Only Anandram breathed a sigh of relief.